if you want to be an entrepreneur or you want to be successful at anything in life, the biggest thing that's going to hold you back is honestly yourself. And for me, my credibility is I've gotten to the top 0.01% in the world at football. And I'm on my way to do it again in business and in boxing. And I'm applying the same principles that I use to take myself from a very below average athlete to an incredibly talented athlete to play at a very, very high level. And on top of that, I want to help you guys with your entrepreneurship journey because I'm seeing a lot of repeating, like what people call repeating offenders. So I'm seeing a lot of repeating mistakes that I've seen in my own life, my own entrepreneurship journey. But for the most part, a lot of people that are in the entrepreneurship space, all the way from their young 20s, all the way up to their 40s and 50s, that I see this exact same mistake. The biggest mistake that people make on the path to success is this thing called golden ticket syndrome. That's what I call it. I call golden ticket syndrome is when there's this new business model that it's gonna get me rich quick in 60 days, and I'm gonna be rich overnight, and I'm gonna have a new car by the end of the year, and all this stuff. If that happens for you, I'm very, very happy for you. But for 99.9% of us, that is not the case. Getting rich quick is absolute BS, and it's a selling point to sell to people to like either poke their fear or they're trying to get money out of you in their way. There's always a money grab with a get rich quick scheme, or there's some sort of grab with a get rich quick thing. And honestly, getting rich quick is not the reality. If all it took was for you to lock in for 6 months for you to be a millionaire, like what all these people say, then everyone would be a millionaire, right? It takes more than 6 months. So what I'm gonna tell you is this. The reason why I went from, as an 8th grader, being a scrub on the 8th grade team, for me to play Division I football as a small white guy, because of how much I maximized the skill, my mindset was a long-term plan. I'm stacking bricks over a long period of time. I'm not gonna take any shortcuts. I'm not gonna cut any corners. I'm not gonna try to find an easy way out. I am in this for the long run. I accepted my fate as a 7th grader. That 7th grade year, when I had 4 plays per game, like literally the league would only give us 4 plays per game. Every kid had to play 4 plays per game. And that's all I played. That's how ass I was. And that, to be a Division I athlete, for how small I am, my skill had to be unbelievably high. So if you want to shift your mind for success, you need to have a long-term mindset. And what does this look like for entrepreneurs? I'm gonna tell you exactly what it means. So what this means is every single time there's a new get-rich-quick scheme, don't take it, stick to what you're doing. So Patrick Bet-David just sold his insurance company for, I think, $500 million. And what he says in his advice, from someone that's $500 million, he has a lot of money, he said, find your 30-year plan and stick to it, and if it fails, you'll find something else later. 30-year plan. For me, I made this mistake last year. So last year, I had a very successful social media marketing company, and I was stewarding it every single day. I was working on it every single day. I was growing it every month. There wasn't a month that I didn't get better than the last month. Every single month, my bank account went up, which is a great signs, right? I'm exponentially growing this company like this. And then I get in a conversation with someone that was a mentor of mine, and he pretty much told me, he's like, hey, if you close like one deal for me, it'll be like 80 grand, 100 grand for a deal. I'm like, wait, so I can make 100 grand in a day closing one deal? So I got rid of my whole company to get rich quick, right? Not very smart, right? So for me to be all in on this, I had to get rid of this. So I went all in at a kind of like a get rich quick idea, and which was like his service would have been such a high ticket that I would get such a high commission that I thought getting rich quick was the right thing to do versus stewarding the company that I knew that I would have restarted after I was done with him, like done with getting all the money with him, or I was going to start something else, right? If you're doing something for just the cash, it's probably not a good thing. And if you're doing something for a quick buck never works. So when I was with him, I'll tell you how the story goes. I was with him for a week, and after a week, he decided that we're not gonna sell the $200,000 package or the $60,000 package that would have made me a ton of money in one sitting. So then now I'm sitting there with no job or no income with under this mentor who did teach me a lot. He taught me a lot of great things about life, but I didn't have an area and means of income. So when I got done working, I was only with him for like less than a month. And I would go every single day. I'd give him 18 hours a day, 15 hours a day, pouring into his company to give him this great marketing thing that people now pay me a lot of money to do the exact thing. We didn't even run with it because he didn't trust me. So what I want to tell you is this: bet on yourself, and the get rich quick thing is BS, okay? So it's okay to bounce industry. A lot of people would say that I'm so inconsistent in my beginning stages of entrepreneurship because I had my own agency, which was successful. Then I worked under this mentor. I was gonna be his right hand or left hand guy for however long, and that didn't work out. And then I've done drop shipping, I've done online coaching, I've done everything, content creation, all of it. I've literally done everything. I've tried almost everything, even asphalt stuff. All right. And as soon as I found the one area of life that I really enjoy, I enjoy marketing, I enjoy digital marketing, and I enjoy it a lot. As soon as you find the thing, stick to it for 30 years, okay? Now that I have this 30-year mindset, pick an unrealistic goal when you found the niche that you're in, okay? An unrealistic goal on paper would be for me to make like $10 million per year. That's pretty unrealistic for a lot of people. People think that's an unrealistic thing to shoot for, right? When I started this company with 60 cents in my bank account, $10 million a year, kind of a stretch. But let me tell you guys, ladies and gentlemen, mathematics are on your side. They are on your side. So let me tell you something. For me to get $10 million per year, for me to make $10 million per year in this exact industry that I'm in right now, it would take 500 clients. Okay? 500 clients over 30 years. 30 years to get 500 clients. If I work every single day for 30 years, I can make 500 clients. I can get 500 clients in 30 years if I do it every single day. Don't discount yourself, okay? Don't sell out yourself for some get rich quick thing. Find what you love and make an unrealistic goal, do the math, and you realize it's not that far-fetched. It's really not. $10 million a year is not that crazy of a goal. If it takes 500 clients, that's what it takes in my industry. $2,000 per marketing deal. That's just one of my products, by the way. That's my average costing product out of all the things I sell. So like, in all the things my company does, but like $2,000 a month for 500 people, $10 million a year, that is very doable. So I want you guys to like literally on the days that it's hard, there will be, once you get over this giant dopamine rush of this new business model that you're in, and then you want to jump face and do something like flipping land or what I'm doing or freaking content creation or online coaching, remember this. Remember this before you do dropshipping. Remember this before you do all this stuff. Remember what you like to do and remember the mathematics it takes to get there, right? Everyone wants to get rich quick. Everyone wants to do this, that, and whatever. But realistically, if you go day in and day out for 30 years, you're going to get there. If you literally suck ass at what you do. You got to be ass to do it, to only get those numbers out of 30 years. Realistically, you're ass. You are literally cheeks but you're making $10 million a year if you're ass and you do action. So the secret to success is one word, ladies and gentlemen. It is action. Action, action, action. So many entrepreneurs have this golden ticket syndrome, but then they'll take half-ass action. It doesn't work. Then they jump to the next thing, then the next thing, then the next thing, then the next thing. Like I have a buddy who, he used to be a friend of mine, but I'm not going to tell a story, but there's this dude that I know that I used to like do business with, and every like 2 weeks there's this new grandiose plan on how we're gonna get rich and make $1 million within a couple months. with some unrealistic money expectation, some unrealistic thing, with some great new unbelievable idea that no one else in the world has ever had. So like, be realistic with yourself. Like, okay, give yourself, like, it takes freaking time. It's okay. Take a deep breath. I don't have to get rich tomorrow. I don't have to buy the Lambo tomorrow. I don't need the rolling on my wrist tonight. Work with the urgency of that, but also realize, okay, this takes time. And it's okay that it takes time. But let me tell you something. When you have the mindset that it takes time and you're consistently stewarding it over for a year, you're going to realize how fast you've been moving for just a year. Okay? I had one season of football when I started doing this. I started this mindset like 7th grade. I was working half-ass. I did tiny bit of extra work 8th grade. 9th grade, I started working, 8th grade to 9th grade, I started working hard. From 8th grade, I got like 2 catches a year. I got 2 or 3 catches the whole year. And then 9th grade, I got moved up. So I went into high school with literally no pedigree, but how good I was compared to everyone else, they promoted me from the freshman team to the JV team. So I played up, like in a way, as a freshman on the JV roster when there was a freshman team and a JV team. I got moved up because of my hard work. And do you know what I did after that JV season? I worked so hard that I was a varsity starter as a sophomore on a team that was very, very good. We were solid. We lost 1 game all year. 1 game. We only lost once. And I was on that good of a team as a 130-pound white dude, and I was starting at receiver because I had every single day. Stack days, stack days, stack days, stack days. What happened for me to I had 400 yards that sophomore year, right? I went from that to first team all-state and having Division I schools talking to me in 1 year. I made a giant leap. How did I make such a giant leap? That's getting rich quick. That's overnight success. Do you know what that overnight success was? Every single day after school, I would run routes. And as soon as I got done running routes, every single day after school, after I ran routes, I would go to the gym with my brothers and we'd lift weights together. That's all it took was I did the thing, and I went to bed. In my mind, all I was doing was doing what I loved. I didn't know that I was setting myself up for success for the rest of my life. I broke the code. All you have to do is something every day. That's all it takes. And eventually you go harder than last time in the gym. I'm gonna run routes harder than I did yesterday. I'm gonna do it better than I did yesterday. Better and better and better. Then you stack days. That's how you get rich quick. That's how you do it. That's how you get successful fast. My football career looks like I was an overnight success every single year. And then after that year, I was first team All-State. I moved to Tennessee in the best football area in Tennessee, which is one of the best football areas in the entire country. And I was first team All-Tennessee. I was Tennessee like Offensive Player of the Year. And I went to the University of Michigan out of high school as a little white guy to play football, right? That's an unbelievable success story for me being terrible as a 7th and 8th grader. And didn't grow that much since a 7th and 8th grader to get to that grandiose giant jump. It looks like I was an overnight success. I wasn't. All I did was every single day I would work. That's it. That's all you have to do. The same thing in your company. I'm rebuilding my marketing company because I made a mistake. I jumped ship. I tried a different industry. But let's be real. If I do this marketing thing every single day and over the next year, my life's going to look drastically different this exact same day next year because it's going to look like I'm an overnight success. Just do it every day. You look like an overnight success. You look like you got rich quick. You didn't. You just put in the day after day, day after day, day after day, day after day, just like the Bible. Planting seeds, planting seeds, planting seeds, planting seeds. And you trust God that they're going to grow them because He does. God honors the work that you're putting in. The only risk that you're taking right now by being an entrepreneur and going all in on yourself is risk of embarrassment of failure. But guess what? The people that are going to give you crap for failing are losers anyways. So who gives a shit? Okay? I'm trying not to swear, so disregard what I just said, but don't care about what someone says when you're going for it. Do you know how many times that I would wear D1 bound t-shirts in high school and people would always like start chatting crap at me? They're chatting SH at me. Oh, that's your brother. Your brother's D1 bound. Why are you wearing your brother's shirt? I'd be like, all right. There's so many people that would always be like, oh, you're delusional. You need to start taking steroids. Oh, they see a little bit of muscle on me. I weighed 130 pounds. Oh, you're on steroids. Oh, they're doing this. Oh, the McNamara brothers are this, and this. No, the reason why all three of us are all successful is because we work harder than everyone. And it's not that hard to work hard. All you have to do is a little bit every single day. Everyone's just super lazy nowadays. So for you to win in your company, all you got to do is something every single day. That's it. You could be the biggest time waster in the world, but for the first month, but you're going to build momentum into doing something. I was the dumb entrepreneur that took a week to make a business, take a week to make a website, took me a couple days to make me a damn logo, took me a day to figure out my freaking name, the name of my company. Newsflash, it's my last name, company. It took me a day to figure that out, but just stacking days, consistency. That's how I won. And that's how you can win too, man. It is possible for you to be somebody. It is so possible for you to be a winner. It is so possible for you to be a winner. So many people, imagine this as an entrepreneur. You're sitting with a bunch of people, and for you to win entrepreneurship, you're sitting on a chair that it's squeezing your wrists and it's squeezing your ankles. Just imagine you're sitting there and you're going through a little bit of pain. Randomly, it'll start cranking up the pain, and randomly it'll turn down the pain. But randomly, you're just sitting there in the chair. And the longest one that sits there wins. So many people within 5 minutes, they get up and leave. And all it takes was an hour to be successful. The same analogy is how people are in business. They'll try. They'll try as soon as they get a little bit discomfortable. Oh, I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna be a coward. Be courageous. Be strong and courageous. The Bible says 365 different times. Be strong and courageous. Do not fear 365 times. Every single day, if you don't be scared and just do it, you're gonna get so good. You have any idea if you just try half-ass and just show up every day how good you're gonna get? Go to the gym every single day for a year and try a little bit. And then after you try a little bit, the next day just a little bit more. The next day, a tiny bit more. And next day, a tiny bit more. Eventually, you're gonna realize, oh my gosh, look at the physique I built. I look like a freaking superhero. I got chest, I got strong arms. I can lift a lot of weights. It's the same thing, guys. It's the same thing. It breaks my heart to see entrepreneurs fail so often because the fact that you're in this industry, you're wired like me. So to see someone wired like me fail, it's unbelievable to me because we have the mind for success. We think outside of the box. We think differently than everyone. We don't think about, do you know what? I'm gonna invest in this. I'm gonna sit and wait. Then I'm gonna get rich like that. That's not how we think. We think about, we're gonna go for it. I'm gonna build this thing. I'm gonna use my creativity to create this badass thing that's gonna help this company grow and gonna help this church grow. Like, I'm helping churches grow right now. This is sick. Praise the Lord. I love it. But like, I would have never got to this point if I kept giving up. Just don't give up, bro. Don't give up. If you're an entrepreneur, please don't give up and just please stay consistent. 30 years is all it takes, right? And to be honest, if you have a 30-year mindset, it's going to take less than that. So I hope you're encouraged. I hope you're inspired. I hope that whenever you're tired, you just realize, just break down the math. God bless you guys. I hope you guys had a great day. And man, it's looking up for everyone. The future is very, very bright. All you got to do is just stick to it. I love you guys. God bless.